This afternoon I have my huge photographs here. I'm saying goodbye to HUPE and as an active presenter, and I'm going to show my colleagues what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. And that's taking such photos and having exhibitions and...
Great.
Yeah.
We find ourselves here on one of the most beautiful stretches of coast in Europe. Yeah, I always think it's wonderful that HUPE organise their conferences on the Adriatic. Yeah?
On the Adriatic, yes. When I was the president of HUPE, that was ages ago, in the first years of HUPE, it was in Brela. Brela is near Split, also a beautiful stretch of coast with pebbly beaches and pine trees hanging down into the sea, and it was wonderful. Yes, HUPE is all, people keep enjoying both the conferences and walks in between.
I went to that conference in Brela.
Don't tell me.
It was 1995.
1995, and I was the president there, and I remember they had to play the national anthem, and there was all the commotion whether to play it or not to play it, because we were an international association and so on, and it was rather, it was getting political in those days. But I don't know, the mayor or whoever said, well, where I go, the anthem goes, and so on.
Well, I remember a fantastic workshop on the Sunday morning. There were only 12 people who went, and it was given by a woman from Sarajevo who worked for the British Council, and her workshop, I've forgotten her name now, it might come back to me, but her workshop was about what it was like teaching English in a city that was under siege.
Under siege, yeah. Those were really tense days, and after we came back to Zagreb, 5 days after the conference, Zagreb was bombed. And I was thinking how lucky all my guests, teachers, were to be out of the country by that time. And well, but we survived, as you can see. And HUPE is going on, and we are all enjoying it. And this is the year that I'm drawing the line and saying goodbye, because after 20 workshops, I mean, you have to be able to withdraw gracefully.
Yeah.
And know when you've done your maximum, and that's it.
So when was HUPE founded?
It was founded in 92, and in 93 we had our first conference in Zagreb, and then in 95 the one that you have been to, that was in Brela, and in Brela, although it was the war years, we managed to have 400 teachers, if you can remember.
I do, and I remember Simon Greenhall was there, and I remember Ken Wilson was there.
Ken Wilson was there, yeah. I think Sheila Deller, but I'm not sure.
Right. I think the value of teacher associations is?
I mean, the ministry and the relevant institutions don't exactly do their job, so we had to get together and to do our best, because we are a bunch of creative teachers, and well, nothing can stop us from sharing. It's all about sharing, sharing insights and so on. It's a pity that the people from the faculty don't support very much such things, but anyway, we can manage. We practitioners, we have ideas to share.
You had support from Roy Cross, though, didn't you? When Roy was the director.
When Roy was here, of course. I mean, but Roy is one in a million. Not that he's married to my best friend, but.
And was Boba also involved a lot
Boba, yes, was an active teacher, but HUPE happened after she left Croatia.
Right. And when you come here this weekend and you see how HUPE operates, does it give you optimism for the future?
It does give me optimism, although I brought the list of all the workshops that I had so far, and I see that people are a little bit reinventing the wheel, but that's natural. I mean, young people have to do this job, have to reinvent things in order to be able to move on.
Yes.
So, and it is time for me to withdraw and for them to come, and this is a natural process.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to do in your workshop this afternoon?
I'm going. I've had several preoccupations as a teacher. The first one was games in the 70s, at the time when Mario Revolucri was writing his first on games. Then isolated words, which were a taboo topic in the 80s, and I felt that we all have personal context into which we can put these isolated words. And I was fighting for the right of them. And today I'm going to talk about educational games, because I feel that we teachers can not only teach the language, but also we have this rare privilege to educate students indirectly, not openly, but very, very covertly, and because students want to talk to us in the foreign language, and we can use this opportunity to give them some mildly educational inputs, games, and so on, in order to open
kind
their
of values would those be that you would hope to that we would instill into the young generation?
Yeah, I would like them to use their heads. Not to allow the commercials and the media to brainwash them and to shape them into consumers, mere consumers, but I would like them to be able to explore their, to be introspective, to see what's inside, to engage in debates and so on. So. To use their head as much as possible. And
in our profession over the years, who are the people who have influenced you, who you've enjoyed reading or seeing at conferences? Or
Mario Revolucri, Sheila Deller, who else? What's her name? Tessa Woodward and Rod Bolito and so on.
Did you see Tessa Woodward's plenary last year?
Last year
online, at Harrogate.
Sorry, I missed it.
It's very good, about the life cycle of teachers.
I see.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
I think we are getting David Crystal next year here. Yeah. Okay, so
that'll be
HUPE is going on.
Be very good. And at this conference so far, what have you enjoyed?
I've enjoyed several workshops. Actually, one of them was on abbreviations in sending, in texting messages, which I did some 6 years ago, but the colleague took another angle, and it was fun. And the other one is on using the native your mother tongue in the classroom, whether it is allowed or whether it is a taboo.
Nice.
And also in 2002 I had a workshop on that topic, and Sheila Deller was there, and she said, Višnja, do you know that Mario and I have just written a book on using the mother tongue, because it used to be a taboo, and little by little we broke this iced surface, not to be using it too much, but very little purposefully, to some extent. Yeah. Okay.
And just to finish up with, when we were coming to this beautiful spot on the coast, you said, it was like an Austro-Hungarian sort of background?
That's my secret lab. Actually, I believe I don't belong to my age. I'm 100 years old, and somehow I believe that those times that you can see behind my back, I feel this the setting of the Austro-Hungarian romanticism, and when things were you knew what you were allowed to do, what you were not allowed to do, and so on. So I somehow am nostalgic about not putting everything into boxes, but this is a little bit too much of a care.
Ever so much, and fabulous to just bump into you like that walking along the coast. Yeah? Enjoy the rest of the conference. Yeah?
Oh, how
Thank
nice
you.
meeting you.
Hvala,
Thank you.
hvala,
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 bravo.
hvala, hvala.
Ooh.